Hi friends, I am Sabu Joseph. Welcome to SVJ Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the income tax and TDS calculation on salary income. Our new financial year 2021-22 started. So every employer has to calculate the income tax on their employee salary, and it is the liability of the employer to deduct TDS every month. For calculating the income tax and TDS, the employee has to give a declaration regarding their savings, exemptions, and everything. From the financial year 2020-21, the income tax department have two type of calculations, as per the old regime and as per the new regime. As far as concerned with the employer, the calculation of income tax on salary and TDS is a tremendous work, because some of the employees may have beneficial to opt for the new regime, and some of the employees may be beneficial to opt for the old regime. So which is beneficial? This is the question. Whether it is the old regime or old slab, or the new regime or new slab. How can we calculate the income tax on both the regime, and how can we compare? Then only we can deduct TDS from the employee salary every month. For calculating the income tax on both the regime, we have a simple utility. This is the income tax calculation utility as per the new regime and old regime. In this utility, you can calculate thousands of employees' data at a time. And one more benefit is, you can calculate the income tax on salary for the financial year 2015-16 up to 2021-22. So you can calculate 7 years income tax in a single utility with thousands of employees at a time. There is no need to keep separate files, no need to copy paste the data. Within a single click, we can calculate it. And also, our utility is showing both the tax. Here you can see the tax as per the old regime and the tax as per the new regime. Here it is highlighted that the better option, if when we selected an employee, it will highlight whether the better option to select the old regime or new regime for that employee. All the calculations, exemptions will be automatically taken up, and the HRA, everything is calculated automatically. All the exemptions under chapter 6A and other deductions also included. Here the tax is calculated. Here the total income is arrived after all deductions, and the income tax is calculated as 9,06,780, and the education cess is also added. So the total tax liability coming to 9,43,051 in this case. Here from April to March 2022, it is showing how much we have to deduct TDS from the salary. So in this case, 78,588 we have to deduct every month from the salary. So it is automatically calculated. Here the name of the employees are given. You just scroll it. Each employee data will be automatically loaded with their calculation. Here this employee have 8,73,923 is the taxable amount, and the income tax thereon will be 90,775. 90,775. So the TDS should be 7,565 every month. And here on the better option, it is highlighted in green color, new tax slab. The tax benefits as per the new regime is 22,709. Here the tax is calculated as per the older regime is 90,775, and the tax as per the new regime is 68,066. So that employee is beneficial to opt for the new regime. Here scroll down. So when we scroll down the employee name, their tax calculation will be loaded automatically with the old regime and new regime. See, this employee have 2,78,288 is the tax liability. 23,191 we have to deduct the tax every month as TDS. Scroll down, another employee is loaded. See, this employee is beneficial to opt for the new regime. If he opted for the new regime, 7,696 benefits he will get. This employee is also beneficial to opt for the new regime. This employee is beneficial to opt for the old tax rate or old regime. So just scroll down each employee. The respective data will be loaded with its calculations and TDS. So it is very easy to calculate TDS as per the old regime and new regime, and we can easily compare the taxable amounts with the old regime and the new regime, and we can opt for the old regime or new regime easily. So as far as concerned with the employer, they can save a lot of time. They can give a proper reply to the employee. This is also under printable format. Each employee data you can give to the employee by PDF or hard copy. So the employee can easily understand how much is the taxable amount and how much tax they have to pay in the current financial year, and how much TDS will deduct every month. So you can select each employee, just give the print, or you can convert it to PDF. You can send it to the employee through mail, or you can give hard copy. So here I have used around 80 employees data. Everything will be loaded by a single click. Tax will be calculated. It is compared, and it is highlighting whether the new tax regime or old tax regime is beneficial to that employee. So he can opt for the right tax slab, and also the employer can deduct the TDS with the accurate amount. So the employer can deduct the TDS accurately. Otherwise, the TDS burden of the employee at the end of the financial year during the month of February or March, it will be very high amount. The employee salary, the take home salary will be very less. So to avoid the last minute calculation, the employer can use this utility for calculating their employees' income tax and TDS from the beginning of the financial year, and also it is beneficial to the employee because they have enough time to make the investments or for tax planning. So both the employee and the employer is beneficial to calculate the income tax and TDS at the beginning of the financial year itself. It is the way of proper tax planning. Around 80 employees data is calculated here. You can calculate the TDS by a single click. All the employees data will be loaded. The calculation will be loaded. Better option is highlighted in green color. They can opt for the new regime. It is highlighted in red color. They can opt for the old regime. Also showing on the information. So this is the report of the utility with all the calculations. Now let's see how this data will fetch to the report. For inputting the data of each employee, I have given a database of the employee. In the database, we have to give some common information about the employee. The name of the employee, designation, PAN of the employee, gender, date of birth, age will be automatically calculated, residential status, financial year. This is very important to choose the correct financial year, because from the year 2015-16 onwards, the income tax is calculated on a single utility. If you wrongly selected the financial year, the income tax slab exemptions on that particular financial year will be loaded and calculated accordingly. So don't forget to select the appropriate financial year. Here I am selecting the one for 2021 to 31st March 2022 as the financial year, and the status of the employee. This is the common information about the employee. From here onwards, we have to give the salary details. So the salary is bifurcated into basic, DA, HRA, any mobile, any allowance, medical expenses, food coupon, children education allowance, car maintenance, special allowance, LTA, bonus, driver allowance, festival allowance, PF paid by the employee, and any other insurance premium paid by the employee. So here I have given the expand or collapse button for each head of salary. Either you can click on the collapse button, the plus mark, the basic details of 12 months will be opened from April to March 2022. So the basic salary of each employee you have to assign in the respective month of the respective employee. I think this data may be available in your software or on payroll utility. Here I am using my own payroll utility. I have developed my own payroll utility for calculating the monthly salary. This is the consolidated summary of the salary. Here basic DA, HRA, medical expense, conveyance, special allowance, any other expenses, bonus, overtime salary, incentive, PF, ESI, deductions, everything is shown. This is automated report and also salary slip is here. From the salary slip also you can get the bifurcation of the salary. This is also a single click. See this employee basic salary is here, DA, HRA, conveyance, special allowance and any deductions towards the PF, ESI are showing. So from this database I am picking the data to the income tax calculator for bifurcating the salary. So the basic salary of each employee will be entered here. Then open the DA tab. Here also the DA of each employee from April to March 22nd we have to enter. If you want to expand all the tabs, you can just click here on the 2. All the salary bifurcations will be expanded. If you want to collapse the expansion, just click on 1. Again it is collapsed to their monthly totals. So this part is related to the salary bifurcation of each employee that we have to enter on the corresponding month on the corresponding bifurcation heading. So here the total salary is calculated. It is shown here of each employee. After that it is asking about the city of living, whether on non-metro or metro. This is for calculating the HRA. And on the next one, any professional tax is paid by the employee. And the next one is income from other sources. So from income from other sources, expand the tab. It is showing the interest on savings bank deposits, interest from NSC, interest on post office savings bank, interest on post office savings scheme, interest on recurring deposits, interest other than bank interest, any other income, winning from lottery, interest on PPF and interest on recurring deposits. So what are the income from other sources we can enter here. And also the interest on saving deposits is available for the exemption under section 80 TTA. So when we fill the form, be careful, fill the appropriate head with the correct amount. Then only we can get the exemption with the auto calculation. So here interest on savings bank deposit is showing for 55. That is exempted under section 80 TTA up to rupees 10,000. This employee have 36,323 as the interest on savings bank deposits. He is eligible for 10,000 rupees under section 80 TTA, automatically calculated in our computation of tax. So the next one is income from house property. So the housing loan sanction date we have to mention first, and the interest on housing loan. If the employee have more than one property, that is self-occupied property and let-out property, the rent received from the let-out property should be shown here, and the municipal taxes paid during the year on the let-out property, housing loan interest on let-out property. So here you have to enter the interest on housing loan on the let-out property, and here you have to enter the interest on housing loan of the self-occupied property. So when we enter the data here, the income from house property will be automatically calculated in our computation tax. The next one is deductions. So expand the deductions under section 80C. What are the major deductions available for each employee will be shown here. Life insurance premium, payment to annuity plan, contribution towards PF, contribution towards PPF, investment in NSC, contribution to a ULIP, contribution towards notified pension fund under mutual fund or UTI, housing loan principal repayments, tuition fee paid for the children, 5 years fixed deposit with the scheduled bank, contribution towards NPF, employees self-employed contribution towards NPF up to 20% under section 80 CCD, additional contribution towards NPF under section 80 CCD 1(1)(b), employer's contribution towards NPS, long-term infrastructure bonds, investments under equity savings scheme, deposit with Sukanya Samriddhi accounts, any other deductible items we can mention here. So the 80C exemptions will be allowable up to the maximum of 1,50,000. Whatever the amount you have, you can enter here. In our computation tax, it will be eligible up to 1,50,000. So collapse the button. After that, if you have any other deductions other than the 80C deduction, that is the 80D medical insurance for the self and family, medical insurance premium for the parents below 60 years of age, above 60 years of age, 80DD medical treatment of handicapped dependents with a severe disability, without severe disability, 80DDB medical treatment for specified diseases, parents below 60 years, parents above 60 years and less than 80 years, parents above 80 years, and section 80U handicapped person with a severe disability, without severe disability, and the interest on higher education, 80G donation 100% and 50%, and 80 CCG deductions and 80 TTA deduction. This 80 TTA will be automatically taken from the interest on savings bank deposit from other income details. It will be automatically filled. So the deductions other than 80C under chapter 6A we completed. After completing all these details of the employees, coming to the computation tax. Here all the tax will be calculated automatically as per the data we entered on the database. So here it is showing the income tax as per the new regime and old regime, and also the TDS to be deducted every month. So when we deducted TDS every month, again come to the database. Here I have given an option to enter the TDS which is deducted every month. Suppose we have deducted 1 lakh from this employee salary, just enter 1 lakh here. Now come to the computation sheet. The total income tax is 9,43,051. The tax deducted is showing as 1 lakh. It is deducted from here, and the balance tax is showing 8,43,051. So actually we have to deduct TDS from this employee salary 78,588. So I am giving the exact amount here. So every month we have to enter the TDS of each employee deducted here. When we reach on March, all the TDS deductions we completed. Now come to the computation sheet. Here on the March we have to deduct TDS as 78,583. So here 78,583, 5 rupees will be less than other months. Now come to the computation sheet. The total tax liability is 9,43,051. The total TDS deducted is 9,43,051. And the tax liability or refund will be 0. So exactly we deducted the TDS from the income of that employee and we remitted that TDS to the government and filed the return. So it is very easy to calculate income tax as per the old regime and new regime, and very easy to calculate TDS every month with the exact amount. I have uploaded so many other videos relating to how to calculate TDS from salary and other than salary, and how can we use that utility for remitting the monthly amount to the government and for filing the quarterly return. So kindly watch on that video. It is available in the playlist. Kindly go to that video and watch from the beginning to the end. In the utility itself, I have given the form 16. So that form 16 is professional. This form 16 also you can give to the employee. They can get a clear idea about the deductions and the tax liability. Here now it is showing all the tax liability is showing and the tax payable is nil, and here the tax deducted details are also showing, and also the monthly remittance challan number. The challan number of the monthly deductions also we can show here. Suppose the challan number is 1234 for this one. Now come to form 16 of that particular employee. This form 16 will be automatically loaded as per the selection here. See, I selected the second one, that second employee data will be loaded here. So what are the names we selected here? That employee form 16 will be automatically loaded here. Here the Chinmaya Kumar Das is the name of the employee. And I am selecting the Kavita Kothari. The form 16 will be generated of Kavita Kothari. So I think this utility will be very useful for the employers and the accountants to calculate the TDS and income tax on employee salary. If you really like the video, please like, share my channel. You can drop your comments on the comment box. If you want the utility, the mail ID is shown on the thumbnail or on the video. Kindly send a mail to me. I will share the utility to you. Kindly subscribe my channel and enable the bell icon. You will get all the video in real time. So many useful videos are available in my channel. All the videos are very much useful for the accountants to perform their day-to-day work. Kindly go to the videos, watch each one, watch the video from the beginning to the end. Then only you can perform your duty correctly. So kindly watch the videos. Most of the accountants have to do the income tax calculation, TDS calculation, PF, EST, GST, GSTR 1, GSTR 3B, GSTR comparison, ESI filing, digital signature, approvals, how to generate Form 16, Form 16A, how to digitally sign, how to renew the digital signature on the GST, income tax, traces, EPF. Hundreds of videos are practical videos are available in my channel. Lot of live videos are available. So kindly go to each video, watch from the beginning. You will get clear idea about the duties of an accountant. You can do it perfectly without the help of anybody. And also all these videos are segregated into playlists. So go to the playlist. You can easily find out the relative videos from the playlist. So if you really like the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. And kindly enable the bell icon. You will get real-time notifications when I uploaded the video. And also please drop your comments on the comment box. If you want the utility, kindly send mail to me. I will share the utility to you without any cost. We can meet on next video. Till then, bye.